This YCN special is brought to you by Beltate's Building Product Specialist. No matter the projects, their experts will get you the materials you need. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948. Osborne's Marine, Hillside Trucking, and Stitch Witch Canvas. Ledyard National Bank, plan well, live well. Flash Photo, Flash Pack and Ship, also offering copy and graphic design services. And by New London Recreation.
Would Class Marshals Sam Lick and Leslie Angus please come to the stage? We'd like to congratulate Sam and Leslie for being selected by the class of 2017 as marshals for today's ceremony. Mr. Oglinson, pomp and circumstance, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present to you the class of 2017. At this time, we'd like to invite members of the Rhs Chorus to the front of the stage. We have some special guests with us today. We would like to invite the class of 2029 to the front of the stage where they will lead us in the singing of God Bless America under the direction of kindergarten teacher Pam Colinero.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam.
We would ask that you all please rise for the presentation of the colors. Colors are being presented today by the United States Marine Corps and Boy Scout Troop 71.
Left, right. Detail. Hold. About face.
The class of 2029 will lead us in the pledge, followed by the national anthem sung by the Rhs Chorus under the direction of Robert Harrington and accompanied by William Ogmanson.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's now my pleasure to introduce the senior members of the KRHS Women's Choir, choir. Sorry, gentlemen, I didn't see you in the back there. Who will sing I'll Be There For You, accompanied by William Ogmanson.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Just a joke you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month,
At this moment, we would like to ask Superintendent of Schools Winfried Fenneberg to come forward, please, to address.
Good morning. Great morning today. We were watching the clouds and they just went away. Dear graduates of the class of 2017, dear parents, faculty, staff, and honored guests. First of all, I promise to keep this speech short. After all, our boys lacrosse team has to go places and a championship to win. And I won't be the one responsible for them being late. So let's get to it. By the way, congratulations to the girls lacrosse team, our most recent D3 championship team. Great job. Today, we celebrate the young men and women who are assembled here to receive their high school diploma after having successfully completed their educational requirements here in Kearsarge. Graduates, your journey has taken you through elementary, middle, and high school. Each learning experience along the way has provided you with the building blocks of knowledge, understanding, and competence that will let you face the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Knowing what I know about this senior class, I can safely predict that you will meet those challenges with passion and confidence. As a district, we have devoted ourselves to quality, which was the chosen word of the year. The quest has been to see quality in everything we do, to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, to turn and abandon good enough and seek out better and best, to turn that proverbial lump of coal into shining diamonds. And throughout the year, it has indeed seemed as if magic is truly happening all around us. Your teachers have sought quality of instruction and curriculum. You have pursued yourselves quality of learning. All of us have attempted to find quality in our interactions with each other and with the wider Kearsarge community. I have seen your senior projects just recently. What an amazing display of quality of ideas, creativity, ingenuity, and effort. We have witnessed our athletic successes. What an outstanding level of quality in individual performance and teamwork. We have enjoyed your musical, choral, theatrical productions throughout the school year. It was evident that you were striving for quality, entertainment, and expression of artistic talent. One of the remarkable things about quality is that you can make it the driving force for everything you attempt in life. Take this word of the year with you when you leave from here. Let quality inspire you and apply it to everything you attempt in the future. I promise you can't go wrong doing that. The class of 2017 also shares the distinction of graduating on the golden anniversary of the Kearsarge School District. The district was created 50 years ago on July 1st, 1967, when our 7 towns decided to pool their resources and go regional. And what a successful experiment that has been. For 50 years, the district has enjoyed an excellent reputation. Our students, including all of you sitting here in those chairs, have received an education that has allowed them to be successfully accepted to great colleges and universities all around the country. This year's group is no exception. We proudly look at the impressive list of institutions that have granted admission to our graduates. Kearsarge students have been able to pursue military careers, have started their own businesses, and have successfully joined the local and regional workforce. For 50 years, the parents, citizens, school board members, and all others living in our 7 communities have recognized and strongly supported the value of education in Kearsarge. They have created opportunities for students to learn. They have paid for science labs, books, computers, athletic fields, and teacher salaries. They have built new schools and renovated old facilities. I would contend that you are receiving your diplomas today in part because of the 50 years of our community's ongoing support for schools. Of course, your effort and hard work had also something to do with that. So this is what I would ask you to do when you exit this stage and make your way into the world. Honor the contributions to public education your communities have made for the last half-century. Become an advocate and champion for public schools. Make your voice heard. If people speak ill or disrespectful of public schools, defend this great American institution and stand up for your local Kearsarge schools. Oppose the ever louder chorus of critics and do not remain silent when people claim that our schools are failing. Look around. Look at those teachers you had in class. Look at what your parents and your community have provided for you to let you be successful and graduate from Kearsarge. And then lend a hand when it is time to stand up, support, and be counted as an advocate for good public school systems. So, I want to close by congratulating you on your successes and by wishing you all the best for the future. I also want to congratulate the communities of Kearsarge on 50 years of coming together to build a successful school district that allows young men and women like our 2017 graduates their best possible start to a great future. Thank you and best wishes to the class of 2017.
We'd like to introduce and welcome our class salutatorian to the stage. Michael Salo is graduating with a 3.99 GPA and is the son of Lynn Salo of Springfield. And Michael will be attending the Clarkson University in the fall of 2017. Michael Salo.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't mind a cloud right now to get some of the shade on us, so. Parents, relatives, teachers, administrators, friends, honored guests, and classmates. It is my privilege to stand before you today and say those 3 words that you've all been waiting to hear. We made it. We made it through 4 long yet surprisingly short years of high school here at Kearsarge. We've written dozens of essays, labored through countless math tests, studied our biome bottles in biology, completed the incredibly difficult freezing point depression lab in chemistry, and we've also observed the parabolic motion of flying pigs in physics. Yes, we've made these green, yellow, and rustic brown colored hallways our own, but now here we are, the class of 2017 at the culmination of it all, our graduation. When I was asked a few weeks ago by Mr. Bennett to speak to you all today, I will admit, I had no idea what I was going to come up with. It's such an honor to be up here before you all today, but I'm certainly not the most qualified person to be up here giving this speech. I'm not as smart as our valedictorian, Elise Paquette. Certainly less handsome, far less extreme, and nowhere near as lyrically gifted as the one and only Carl Betts. But alas, here I am. It is certainly, well, let's see, I had to both metaphorically and physically scratch my head as I pondered what it was I could possibly say. We've been through so much together these past 4 years, and for most of us, it's been longer than that. We've grown up together, gone from crawling around in our diapers on the New London Town Green to giving each other rides to Vernondale's in our cars. What could I possibly say that could encapsulate our lives as the class of 2017? Well, As a wise man in a toga once said just a little over 14 hours ago, don't be afraid to take risks. So I'm going to take a risk and start by bragging about these incredible people seated to the left and right of me. We've won 6 state championships this year alone. Girls Alpine, Boys Alpine, Girls Nordic, and claiming titles for the first time in the school's history, Boys Nordic, Boys Basketball, and Girls Lacrosse are champions too. And who knows, Boys Lacrosse might just make it 7 later today. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention another first in the field of state championships this year with Charlotte Perkins, who won the title for the Poetry Out Loud recitation competition. All of this greatness has been achieved in just the past year alone. In addition to this, we've had multiple Sportsmanship Awards presented to individual teams this year, as well as the school itself, which received the award for the 2nd year in a row. All of these accolades are well-deserved, fitting for our school and as a send-off for the class of 2017. But we don't have just ourselves to credit for these accomplishments. Where would we be without our incredible leaders and role models that make all of our triumphs possible? Our teachers, who have guided us in our everyday pursuits of knowledge. Our administrators, who have made sure that we had the resources we needed to succeed. This includes a man who goes above and beyond what is asked of him. A man who is speculated to have a bed here in his classroom, because otherwise there's really no other explanation as how he manages to do it all. Mr. Curtis Roddy. Our coaches, who've taught us lessons that simply cannot be learned from a book. Lessons such as strength and perseverance. Our musical directors, who've enabled us to explore our creativity through the art of sound. And one especially who was generous enough to share his talents on the trumpet in addition to his passion for disc golf, Mr. Sean Anderson. And of course, our parents, who have stood the test of time and always stuck with us even when the going got tough. And while I'm here, I would also like to give a shout out to my mom, Lynn. She's been there for me my entire life, selflessly making the sacrifices needed so that I could have the adventures and opportunities I needed to grow and succeed. She also had to listen to me practice this speech all last week and late into last night. So thank you, Mom. Next, I'd like to recognize our bus drivers, who always manage to get us here in one piece, no matter the weather. And let's not forget our custodians and groundskeepers. Our school is built on a swamp, ladies and gentlemen. How they've managed to keep our school from completely submerging, I will never know. I would also like to recognize a few honorary members of the class of 2017 that will be moving on into the world beyond Kearsarge next year. Mr. and Mrs. McCandless, Dr. Worm, Miss Rucker, Dr. Kellogg Sr., and Chef Brooks. We appreciate you and all that you have done for us and this district. You have touched our lives as incredible role models, and we have all become better people because of your influence. Thank you. Class of 2017, we've been incredibly fortunate to have all these people in our lives. It is said, it takes a village to raise a child, and well, we've been fortunate enough to have 7 of them. It's thanks to this community that we are the amazing people who we are today. And it's true. If I've learned anything these past 4 years, it's that each of you are capable of truly amazing things. You've built cars, you've made music, you've created electricity out of dirt, you've built robots, you've made suits out of duct tape, you've built canoes, and you've climbed mountains. But most importantly, you've made memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. We've done so much together, class of 2017, but now, as our paths diverge, it's time to take what we've learned here and share it with humanity. This is our stepping off point. Now is the time to act. Now is the time to do more. It's time to do more for others, do more for the community, and do more for the world. Because what we do is the only limiting factor that determines how great this world can truly be. Let's make our teachers, our parents, and all of who have helped us and believed in us along the way proud. And now, my friends, as my speech comes to a close, it's time for me to say my final farewell. It's been an honor to speak to you today. Thanks for the memories, class of 2017. It's been fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the reunions. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to recognize and hear from the class of 2017's valedictorian, Elise Paquette, had a 4.0 GPA here at Kearsarge. She is the daughter of Kelly and Jean-Pierre Paquette of New London, and Elise will be attending Clarkson in the fall.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Mike, I gotta say, it's kind of hard to follow that speech, but I will do my best. To quote Act 2, Scene 2 of Shakespeare's Hamlet, welcome. Thank you all so much for coming out on this beautiful day. It means a lot to see so many people here in support of our class. Stephen Colbert once said, "Life is an improvisation. You have no idea what's going to happen next, and you are most likely making things up as you go along." He was actually talking about high school. It's been a long 4 years, and despite improvisation, class of 2017, we have finally made it. All of the tests, projects, research papers, and essays, all of the time we spent and hard work we have done have finally paid off. We may not have realized it at 2 a.m. on the due date of a project that wasn't finished. Yes, I'll admit I've been there. And we may not have realized it when giving a fantastic presentation that was weeks in the making. But all of it was building towards today. Chances are we probably didn't think about this when our parents dropped us off on the first day of kindergarten. Maybe not even yesterday. But pretty much our entire lives have been dedicated towards this moment when we walk across this stage and collect our empty diploma cases. A plan had been set for us at a young age so that we could find our way through elementary, middle, and high school, eventually ending up here without too much trouble. Our path was laid out for us. The amazing thing about this fact, though, is not the sheer number of hours and weeks we have spent following that path, but the people we have traveled it with. Our class has been together working side by side for the past 4 years. Some of us for the past 7, and some longer still when we started kindergarten and even preschool together nearly 14 years ago. We have laughed, learned, lived, and grown together, forming unbreakable bonds and friendships as we became the people we are today. We began high school as students, but now we are mechanics, builders, writers, performers, teachers, musicians, entrepreneurs, designers, chefs, engineers, trainers, scientists, athletes, and adventurers. The list goes on. Together, we have visited the roof probably more times than we should have, won the homecoming football game, and banded together for a winter carnival victory. This year alone, we are state champions in basketball, lacrosse, alpine, and Nordic skiing, with 6 teams earning that title, and the possibility of another title later today. Good luck again to boys lacrosse. But these successes are more than just our own. Our success belongs to the teachers, administrators, coaches, friends, and families in the audience as well. Friends, you were there for us when it counted most. Administrators, you guided us. Teachers, you gave us access to knowledge and helped us learn how to use it. Coaches, you taught us strength of character and perseverance. And families, you raised us. I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to wish my dad a happy birthday and to give a special thanks to my parents for all the love and support they have given me my entire life. What I'm saying, members of the audience, is that although you played many different roles while shaping us into the adults we are today, there's one thing you have in common. You all believed in us. From day one, through challenges and failures, you stood behind us, rooting for us to accomplish our goals and helping us to achieve our dreams. We owe you great thanks that words cannot begin to express, because you taught us perhaps the most valuable lesson of all. While we did learn that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, that the sine of 3 pi over 2 equals 0, and that J. Gatsby's green light is a symbol for, well, something. The countless hours you've spent coaching, instructing, and supporting us, the years you have spent invested in us and believing in us, have taught us something more. You've shown us how to believe in each other, and most importantly, how to believe in ourselves. As I said before, our lives up until now have been focused on and dedicated towards today. It was planned out for us, year by year, competency by competency. Exactly what we needed to do was already established. Now that we've made it to today, there is no rule book, no set of competencies to follow for what happens next. We get to choose what we want to dedicate our lives to. We get to decide on our own what steps to take from here. As a class, we are off to do amazing things in college, the military, certification programs, and the workforce in the coming years. Some of us may still be figuring out exactly what we want to do. I know I still am. But that's okay, because these teachers, administrators, faculty, they've given us the tools to explore and make our own futures. We have been given everything we need to succeed. 4 years ago, a science teacher said something that I will carry with me moving forward, and I hope, class of 2017, that you do too, because it serves as a reminder of the people who are rooting for us. It serves as a reminder that as long as we believe in ourselves, as much as everyone here today has, our goals will never be out of reach. So remember the words of that science teacher as we step out to take our place in the world. You are bright students, and I believe in your abilities. Thank you.
When I got a chance to speak to Elise and Michael last week and let them know that they would both be speaking today, the look on their face was not one of joy or excitement. Certainly with the honors that they achieved, they were, but having to do this part of it, but I would say I think both handled it quite well. This is the best part. I'd like to invite Ken Bartholomew, Chairman of the Kearsarge Regional School District School Board, to present diplomas. Ms. Newman and Dr. Downing, could you please come forward to assist with the presentation of the diplomas? Mr. Bartholomew, as principal of Kearsarge Regional High School, I present to you the class of 2017 and certify they have met all graduation requirements set by the Kearsarge Regional School District and the great state of New Hampshire.
Elise Lucier Paquette. Michael Simon Salo. Catherine Frances Adams. Abigail Allen. Gunnar Locke Anderson. Julian Andoska. Jacob Arnold. Mia Elizabeth Bailey. Travis Samuel Barchi. Kara Ann Bartlett. Paige Elkins Bartlett. Josette Marie Beaulieu. David Samuel Benjamin. Craig Matthew Burby. Carl Walker Betts. Miranda Grace Bonin. Alexandria Botana. Christopher J. Buford. Jesselyn Lee Bowen. Amy Sue Elizabeth Bowman. Claire Priscilla Brady. Isaac J. Braun. Douglas Michael Rowe. Bryce Mark Brown. Drew Burney. Anne Elizabeth Carr. Elizabeth Chambers. Hannah Lael Christensen. Benjamin Patrick Clark. Cameron John Clark. Sumner John Clark. Caleb Lowe Cochran. Madison Elizabeth Cook. Cy Corser. Raymond Spencer Critch. Timothy Michael Cunningham. Kelsey Rose Davis. Carly Ann DeSalle. Kayla Marie Edmonds. Morgan Cassidy Emery. Harrison Fantasia Monagle.
Thank you. Thank you, Sally.
Dylan Garrett Fetus. Peter Brigden Flurry. Morgan Emily Flingstrom. Madeline Fulsick. Thomas Gallo. Emily Jean Gambino. Jordan Anthony Gilson.
Thank you.
Cheyenne Elizabeth Hamilton. Mason Gabrielle Hansen. Sean Patrick Harrington. Jack Stephen Hearn. Leland Avery Heckel. Leela Connie Henskins. Victoria Pauline Henskins. Sadie Hill.
hold on. There you go, sir.
Tristan Miles Hall Honecker. Samuel Carville Kelly. Kasu Kidane. Mackenzie Emmeline Kirk. Caitlin Ann Marie Kleckner. Michaela Ashley Kowalski. Debbie Stone Krausar.
Thank you.
Courtney Brooke Loster. Margaret Simone Lee. Casey Joe Lipscomb. Brendan McDonald. Liam Patrick McIntyre. Catherine Asher McLeod. Scott Anthony Matthews. Fiona Rose McSweeney. Eliana Adele Malott. Jared Charles Midget. Olivia Marie Morcom. Sierra R. Morin. Molly Caitlin Morris. Margaret Faye Murphy. Madeline Frances Nielsen. Justin Timothy Norris. Anya Marie Nowicki. Gunnar Stephen Nurmi. Charles O'Connor. Megan Taylor O'Neill. Daryl Brett Palmer. Riley Kate Pauling. Caitlin Elizabeth Penrose. Charlotte Eleanor Perkins. Alexander Stone Phillip. Parker Montgomery Pitts. Carly Isabel Prescott. James Kennedy Prydecker. April Nicole Rex. Cody Cochran Rowe. Ethan Eric Ryder. Joshua Quinn Sandy.
Thank you.
Daniel David Santee Jr. Eric Gordon Schoik. Andrew Charles Champney. Riley Skinner.
Congratulations, Riley. Thank you.
Michael J. Smith. Brianna Marie Soul. Rebecca Jean St. Louis. Evan J. St. Pierre. Logan Robert Stone. Bailey Thibodeau. Ashley Elizabeth Thompson. Tyler John Valavic. David Christopher Wallace. Megan Nisa Westcott. Madeline Rose Wisoja. Elijah Westerberg. Leighton Black Wheatley.
Congratulations, Leighton. Thank you.
Colton Oakley Wilhelm.
Congratulations, Colton. Thank you.
Tess Amelia Whitmer. Sarah Nicole Young. There she is. Class Treasurer, Madison Aaron Kane. Class Secretary, Jennifer Lee Merriam.
Thank you.
Class Vice President, Benjamin Burnson Harold. Class President, Annie Julia Tilley.
Now everybody can take a deep breath, right? We got peace. The rest is just entertainment. As we begin our closing ceremonies, at this point, we would like to welcome Annie Tilley back to the stage, who is the president of the class of 2017, to issue the senior challenge to the class of 2019. And then we will transition to the class banners and the class president's address.
I'm Annie. So at this time, I would like to invite Nina Spinney onto the stage to accept the senior challenge. Nina is the president of next year's freshman class, the class of 2021. Wow. I would also like to invite our current class presidents, Ed Stoll, class of 2020, Jared Fortier, class of 2019, and Natalie Soul, class of 2018, to the stage. Nina, do you want to go here? Because sorry. The class of 2017 challenges you, the class of 2021, to continue to foster the value of learning and to pursue academic excellence. We challenge you to maintain the established, strong tradition of excellence in both the arts and athletics. Finally, we wish you the best of luck in your 4 years at Kearsarge Regional High School. Nina, does the class of 2021 accept your challenge?
The class of 2021 accepts your challenge.
And everybody move theirs up one.
Guys, I'm a little. It's okay. Thank you.
Welcome to Kearsarge Regional High School. I present you to the class. I present the class banner of 2017 to be retired in the archives of Kearsarge Regional High School.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, class officers, for your assistance today. You can go. Bye. Good luck. Have fun. Now it's time for the speech. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today, especially since the senior class slideshow was a little dicey and it's very clear or unclear if I actually handed in my lock for my locker, but we're still here, so. Good morning to the parents, friends, families, and teachers. Thank you for hanging out in the sun, surprisingly. I hope you packed a snack and some sunscreen and maybe an umbrella just in case. And hello, class of 2017. Congratulations. It's just a few more minutes until we're out of here. Okay, class of 2017. We are one heck of an accomplished athletes, eco-hipsters, drama nerds, mathletes, hicks, and musicians. Let's hear it for both the boys and the girls lacrosse team. You guys are awesome and are going to kill it today. All of us has made our whole Kearsarge swamp proud, and I am honored to call you my friends. Many of you know me. My name is Annie Tilley. And while the rest of my senior class has been studying to get into amazing colleges or running down the field like a beautiful gazelle, or maybe even preparing themselves to do heroic things like enlist in the army, I've been just doing my thing, painting pictures and making weird Facebook posts that I think are hilarious to corral these crazy bunch of kittens that we call Kearsarge Class of 2017. Now, from what I know about commencement speeches, I was supposed to Google some motivational quotes, tell a few stories, and dispense some advice that none of us will ever follow. But since following directions has never really been my forte, I think I'm just gonna wing it and hope your great Aunt Betty doesn't snore too loudly once we're halfway into this. During our time at Kearsarge, we have grown from awkward freshmen looking for the second staircase into awkward seniors, still not fully convinced that there isn't a second staircase in the building. Maybe it's near the basement, I don't know. Over the past 4 years, we've experienced many challenges at Kearsarge, not the least which was studying while the fresh smell of sewage was roaming the air. We mastered drinking from the water fountain with the filter that was never quite on green, but never on red. and we became proficient with distinction in competency grading. And whether you took all AP classes or hung out in the parking lot, we all learned how to call our parents to get us dismissed from X block. And because we learned a little math from Dr. Worm, and a little history from Garrity, and maybe even a little Spanish from Cass, I know that we are also ready to go and take on the world. Whether you are leaving here to study to be an engineer like Drew and Kara, or be an actress like Courtney, or in the military like Stone and Josh, we are going to be a force for good in the world. What we will do will matter, and the world will be a better place for it. So, according to WikiHow, this is the part of the speech where I'm supposed to come up with some good advice. If you were driving down Main Street in New London about 15 years ago, there was a very good chance you would have seen me talking to the flowers in my Cinderella nightgown. Who am I kidding? You could probably still go down Main Street and you'd see the same thing. Although I don't fit into my Cinderella dress anymore, so sad. But one of my favorite books from back then was a story called Miss Rumphius. It's about a girl who listens to her grandfather's adventures and then decides that she too can live independently and have adventures of her own. She wants to go to faraway places and live by the sea, but her grandfather reminds her that she also has to do a third thing. She must make the world a more beautiful place. So Miss Rumphius grew up and traveled all over the world and finally settled in her cottage by the sea, but she realized that there was still one more thing she had to do. She still had to make the world a better place, or more beautiful. After some thought, Miss Rumphius decides to carry lupin flower seeds in her pockets and scatter them throughout her town like a crazy lady. The following spring, her world was covered in pink, purple, blue lupins. Miss Rumphius had done her part in making the world a more beautiful place. I can't think of any better advice for all of us than to travel to faraway places so we can meet interesting people, maybe ride a camel, and see the wonders beyond our imagination. Some of you, like Kate, have plans to do that during your gap year, and I can't wait to see where your adventures take you. You better Instagram them all. Many of us are going to have to save our pennies before we can take off on the road, but we should pinky swear to make it happen. I know that the cool things that only happen while you're far away from home will help you discover who you are in a way that's only possible when you're lost or just trying to find a bathroom and you can't remember how to say "Donde está el baño?" Señora, I still remember some Spanish. And what great advice it is to live by the sea, or mountains, or lake, or swamp, or anywhere that makes your heart happy, wherever you can look up at the sky and down at the ground and observe the awesomeness of the nature all around you. Some of us are going to stay right here in Sutton, or Wilmot, or Bradford, and some of us are going to find our own little piece of heaven somewhere far away. But either way, find the place that makes you happy and grow some roots. And finally, find the thing that you can do to make the world a more beautiful place. Small and seemingly insignificant actions can make the world better and brighter. Even though you might be thinking that you can't even draw a stick figure, try and think about what you do have, what the skills you do have and you can use to make a difference. Be kind, be funny, plant a garden, maybe rap a song like Carl. Create, just make a choice and to make things better than they are today. And this is the part of the speech where I add a memorable quote misattributed to a dead white man. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So please go do cool stuff. Now, I know that some of you have your whole life planned out already. I see you, Elise. But the rest of us have big blank spaces in our plan. So whichever one you are, I just want you to think about not only following the paths that have been laid out for us by our families, our friends, and our teachers, but how you might also travel a bit into the wilderness. The literal wilderness, that can be scary and dark and uncomfortable, but it's also filled with starlight. And also the wilderness of new ideas that no one has ever dared to think of. What are you going to do that no one has ever done before? How are you going to change the world? What are your Miss Rumphius lupin seeds? What will you spread like a crazy person so that the whole world can watch them bloom long after you're gone? So, as you're having all of these deep thoughts, or maybe you just need a little nap, I'm going to ask you all to do me a little favor. Please think about someone whose love and kindness got you here today. Who is that person that got you through that bad day? Who was there when you bombed that test? Or when you missed that goal or basket or line on the stage? Who gave you a ride even though it was totally out of their way? Who brought you a Dunkin's when you thought you were just about to crash? Who is there on that day when the stuff and the things and all of that happened? My last favor I'm going to ask you is to just thank those people any way you want. Promise me that you'll take pictures today with your mom or dad because that will make them happy. Give your teachers a high five because they're proud of you. Even Mr. Roddy. Go find your friends when they finally let us off this stage and hug them or smoke that gross cigar together. They don't even need to know why. And later, when you're out there chasing your dreams or traveling the world or living by the sea or making the world more beautiful, take a moment to remember this place, this school, the trees, the athletic fields, the parking lot, the mountains, the smell of the sewage system when it's backed up, but most of all, the people. Now, it's time to wake up from your little nap and look around. These are your people. Remember them. I'm so proud to call myself one of your friends. Thank you, class of 2017. Class of 2018, you're up next. It's been Liddy.
Great job. You leave it right there. I'll take care of it for you. Want me to take it? I'll put it right here. Yep. I'd like to call to the front of our stage here Class Marshals Sam Lick and Leslie Angus so that we can have the turning of the tassels. The great thing about waiting last is that pretty much everything has been said. But there are a couple of things that we learned about these young men and young women sitting here before you that are proud members of the class of 2017. And there's much that we have to thank them for. During their time here, they had the courage to question, challenge, and resist. Some may look at these as negatives. It is my belief that they are important skills that they will take into the world, and we thank them for that. They are willing and able to change and adapt. Much has been asked of them this year with academic and scheduling changes, and they prospered throughout the year. We learned that they are outstanding actors, actresses, singers, songwriters, musicians, athletes, skilled artisans, community-oriented people, ready to dive into the career world and begin to carve out their niche. They are compassionate, they are caring, they are insightful, and Carl Betts can rap. We learned of their talents on Senior Expo Night and marveled at the skill and expertise that each of the students has, something we may not have discovered without the senior project. We learned that this class would challenge our administration, teachers, staff, and coaches to think, explain, improve, and consider alternatives to the norms of education. They challenge us to be better every day. For this, we thank you. And finally, we learned that just like their country, they are young, scrappy, and hungry. That's a Hamilton thing. So. I want to thank the class of 2017 for your gifts, your wisdom, your challenges. You entered Kearsarge High School ready to learn, and you leave to serve. like the others, was sitting around last night trying to look for words to end the ceremony, and the little quotes perhaps might be somebody who's alive still. And I kept following and kept stumbling on this person named Anonymous, who is very wise, by the way. There were a lot of them, but I did find one that I think, as adults here, we hope for this class as they go out into the world. I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your hearts have ever known. I would like to invite Colonel Bill McKinley to lead our procession out of today's ceremony. We ask that all members of the audience stay seated until the graduates have left. We thank you for being here and sharing in today's ceremony. This concludes the 47th commencement exercises of Kearsarge Regional High School, and congratulations to the class of 2017.
This YCN special is brought to you by Beltate's Building Product Specialist. No matter the projects, their experts will get you the materials you need. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948. Osborne's Marine, Hillside Trucking, and Stitch Witch Canvas. Ledyard National Bank, plan well, live well. Flash Photo, Flash Pack and Ship, also offering copy and graphic design services. And by New London Recreation.